And this is a comment that came up today about the economics, the economic return for a multi-billion-dollar investment. And where is it? And in this instance, I don't see where the economic benefit is being had of this multi-billion-dollar initiative. Is Hayden going to become a wonderful island urban community? Is Vancouver going to receive a riverfront district? Are there larger kind of regional benefits? You have almost 1 million people who are going to be coming to this region in the next 30 years. Where are they going to be housed? And I would argue that the strategy that's been put forward is an enormous sprawl inducer.
If you think of a $4.5 billion investment and all you're getting out of it is some construction jobs, and you're not building your city region for future prosperity, you're not attracting the kinds of job creation that you should be doing, you're not countering sprawl, you're not improving the quality of life, you're not doing all the things that cities all over the world are competing aggressively to do, then you're failing miserably. The way this project is conceived, notwithstanding all its other merits or faults, is that it is totally underperforming as public investment. That's a very, very powerful argument that cuts across all political stripes and really, I think, gets to the heart of the matter.
You know, I also think, someone has got to bring the economic accountability, not on how much this project is costing, but on how much benefit in terms of new appropriate development is going to be generated as a result of it.
There are a lot of different citizens groups, ranging from pedestrian groups to bicycle groups to people who are interested in sustainability, neighborhood groups, all kinds of groups have met with the CRC staff who have been diligently trying to understand how to address the concerns of these groups. But what each of these groups, including the Urban Design Advisory Group, has seen before them is a kind of this narrow path.
There has to be alternative strategies put on the table. And I think once this community has seen its choices, I have an enormous faith that they will choose the right one. But they have got to be able to see those choices. And that hasn't been allowed to happen.
Rather than combining all the local traffic with the interstate traffic and making 3 interchanges extremely close to one another and putting the interchanges right on the river, landing on Hayden's Island and landing on the north side of the river and on the south side of the river, if you actually, rather than spending all the money in one place in this one enormous contraption, if you broke it into parts and you had some bridges that were serving the local network, and if you combine that with strategies to utilize all those vacant lands or underutilized lands, you would have a very different outcome. So what does that mean? It means that you should harness the power of design as a way of creatively thinking about this, bringing in all kinds of people, bringing economists, environmentalists, the range of design talent that you see exhibited in this room, people who think about it socially, people who think about it environmentally, and think as broadly as possible. The question that really has to be asked is, as we are clearly in a period where we're making a profound transition to another way of living, does it make sense to invest $4.5 billion to lock ourselves into the old paradigm, or should we be assisting in the shift?
This cannot be done without political leadership being exerted, and politicians will respond when their constituents support them in taking a very risky stance. They need to know that it is okay to reevaluate this project. It's okay to look at the larger context which this project sits.
So I think there are some big financial, economic, political reasons why our problems are difficult, but they're certainly nowhere near as difficult as in other cities, and we should celebrate the fact that we're as friendly as we are, and we can certainly overcome these issues that we've got.
I hope that when this whole project is finished, we'll be able to say about the Columbia River crossing, yes, once again, they've led us into the 21st century.